There was a time when selecting a Wi-Fi router was as simple as picking up the milk, but over the years, generations of tech have now overlapped, and now there are a ton of features you need to consider for your application. So, in Techie Tech News fashion, we have reviewed 50 of the best Wi-Fi routers to present you with 6 elite models. Hey, I'm Jim with Techie Tech News, and these are the best Wi-Fi routers of 2025. Links to these products will be provided in the description box below, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more product review videos. At Techie Tech News, we evaluate products for you, so you don't have to. Aero 6 Plus, best Wi-Fi mesh system. The original Aero 6 was the first Aero mesh Wi-Fi system to support Wi-Fi 6, and while it wasn't particularly fast, it did provide an affordable and easy-to-use upgrade for people who wanted to replace their older Wi-Fi 5 router. That was a couple of years ago though, and the modest 1.8 gigabits per second speed of the Aero 6 is looking a bit doddery now, especially when comparing to newer models, such as the recently launched Aero Pro 6E that now supports the latest Wi-Fi 6E technology. With that in mind, Aero, which is now owned by Amazon, has just released the updated Aero 6 Plus. This sticks with dual-band Wi-Fi 6, but its top speed of 3 gigabytes per second make it almost twice as fast as its predecessor. It also includes new features such as additional Ethernet ports to provide wired network connections and support for the latest smart home technologies. The Aero 6 Plus sticks with the now familiar design used across the entire Aero range, with each of its 3 routers consisting of a compact gleaming white pod that measures just 66mm high, 97mm wide, and 99mm deep. They're sturdily built though, and that compact design makes it easy to place each router on any nearby table or shelf when you're setting them up. The original Aero 6 consists of a primary router called the gateway and 2 extender units that needed to be set up in a particular order. However, the Aero 6 Plus simply includes 3 identical routers, which can be placed wherever you want during the initial setup process, as long as one of the Aero routers is connected to your existing broadband modem or router. And in the future, if you need to find more tech deals, simply visit TechieTechDeals.com. Netgear Nighthawk RAXE500, best Wi-Fi 6E wireless router. The Netgear Nighthawk RAXE500 is the first of an expected onslaught of tri-band Wi-Fi 6E routers that push Wi-Fi performance to the limit. It's been worth the wait because the RAXE500 blows the competition out of the water with the ability to move nearly 2.5 gigabits per second at close range. It not only speeds past Wi-Fi 6 routers, but is the fastest router on the planet as it sets the new standard for high-performance Wi-Fi. More to the point, it is the ideal router for the real world because of the additional security software. The RAXE500 punches a strong signal through walls and floors to help fill in the older house with lots of nooks and crannies. Rather than being stuck with using either a connected browser or an app, Netgear lets you choose which way you want to install and configure the RAXE500. It offers one of the most complete assortment of customization options, from RTS threshold to which Wi-Fi channels it uses, so that the RAXE500 can be set up the way you want it. Now, it costs twice as much as the lower performing routers, like the TP-Link Archer AX600, or something like the Linksys MaxStream MR9600. But this Netgear Nighthawk is worth it because it delivers more data. In other words, the RAXE500 not only brings Wi-Fi up to date, but raises the performance bar for others to try to meet. Sure, it is expensive, but if you want to be the first on the block to tap into your performance potential of the Wi-Fi 6E, then this is the router to do it with. TP-Link Archer AX10, best budget Wi-Fi router. TP-Link Archer AX10 is not perfect, but it's not trying to be. This wireless router is trying to become one of the best-selling models on the market, bundling all the basics people need with good hardware and support for Wi-Fi 6, and all at an excellent price that many can afford. And we can confirm that that mission is accomplished. The TP-Link Archer AX10 is a great buy for anyone who wants to jump on the Wi-Fi 6 bandwagon without breaking the bank. This truly is the case of value for the dollar. And this router does deliver that in spades. Most routers after this unit are simply charging you more for features over function. And that's not a bad thing in itself, but most purchasers of this router will be left with a positive attitude when they realize that they've saved hundreds over those highly recommended units. Now, we're not saying that this is the best for everyone. There are those who do wish to gain every little bit of performance out of their unit, and they would be right to go with another model for that purpose. The AX10 brings Wi-Fi 6 networking to your home for less than $80, though you don't get all of the benefits with this new technology has to offer, as it doesn't support 160 MHz channel width or WPA3 encryption. It also lacks features like multi-gig LAN, link aggregation, and USB connectivity. That said, you'd be hard-pressed to find any of these features on any sub-$100 router. And with that in mind, as well as its solid throughput on the 5 GHz radio band, the AX10 is a superb buy for Wi-Fi 6 on a budget. Asus ROG Rapture GT-BE98 Pro, best Wi-Fi router for gaming. Most of the Wi-Fi 7 routers that we've seen in recent months are general-purpose models, designed for home and office use. However, the new ROG Rapture GT-BE98 from Asus is pretty much a specialist router aimed at hardcore gamers who want the very best performance for online action. Now, Asus has pretty much thrown in the kitchen sink with the GT-BE98 Pro, and then given the sink a little bit of polish and some of that go-fast juice to ensure that every aspect of its performance is as fine-tuned to perfection as possible. With its quad-band Wi-Fi 7 and a top speed of, get this, 24.4 gigabits per second, which Asus slightly exaggerates by rounding it up to 25 gigabits per second on its website, the GT-BE98 Pro is one of the fastest Wi-Fi 7 routers that we've seen so far. It also boasts the top-of-the-range wired connectivity, along with a high-performance quad-core processor and no less than 8 chunky antennae that are designed to push the Wi-Fi signal into every corner of your home. Needless to say, it's serious overkill for most of us. And in fact, there can't be many non-professional gamers who have access to this sort of high-speed broadband that can really do this kind of router any justice. However, it's a great demonstration of the kind of performance provided by the Wi-Fi 7 system, and how it promises more affordable Wi-Fi 7 kits should be when they arrive to the rest of us. And, of course, Wi-Fi 7 is still backwards compatible with older PCs and devices as well. Now, we only recommend this to the most hardcore, so if that's not you, this is not worth the money. Synology WRX560, best Wi-Fi router for all-around performance. We were recently blown away by Synology's push into the Wi-Fi 6 router market. The company's RT6600AX might have looked dull and ugly, but its performance, features, and price changed everything. Now Synology is back with its Subaru-sounding WRX560, which offers similar headline specs and features, but in an even cheaper, more family-friendly package. Our primary gripe with the RT6600AX was that for all its slick apps and interfaces, it was still a bit techy for the average Joe. The WRX 560 quickly addresses this. Setup was the simplest we've seen yet. The phone app instantly found our device, asked what we wanted to call it and the network, and then asked for a password. There it was, we were done. It also addressed our second gripe with the RT6600AX. The WRX 650 looks way better, and the phone app was well featured, intuitive, and fast. The first two of the 4 tabs seamlessly interlinked to show you what was on the network, the bandwidth it used, plus you can organize basic QoS priorities and pause each device. You can also easily set up a guest network and give a QR code to visitors who connect to it. The Safe Access tab addresses our previous issues about managing employees with parental controls. It enables you to very easily set up extensive access and firewall controls for your kids, adults, and devices. This involves creating profiles which assign internet access scheduling, time limits, and content filtering for individual groups or individuals themselves, being devices plus content filtering, including real-time access and online intelligence threat databases. And you can do this for kids, employees, and guests. There are default categories, but they're all configurable. It's one of the most well-featured and easy-to-use filters that we've ever seen. And unlike its rival models, it doesn't require a subscription. TP-Link Archer AXE75, best Wi-Fi router for most people. The The TP-Link Archer AXE75 is a cheap Wi-Fi 6E router, but when it comes to actual performance, it feels as nice as those routers that cost twice as much. It has plenty of speed at both 5 GHz and 6 GHz, so you don't need to give up any capacity to make the most of the 160 MHz devices using the latest version of the Wi-Fi that are compatible with those channel speeds. The sensible layout make it one of the best Wi-Fi 6E routers available right now. TP-Link software is also easy to use and offers advanced customization for those who want it without complicating the software for those who don't. If you're ready to try out Wi-Fi 6E or just want the best possible speeds on a new phone like a Pixel 7 or Galaxy S22 that supports 6 GHz, then this is a great pick. While OneMesh isn't as robust as some of its competition, it still offers a pathway towards mesh expansion if you want it. When it comes down to it, the TP-Link Archer AXE75 is a powerful router that offers plenty of capacity for the majority of 5 GHz and 6 GHz devices. Now, the lack of multi-gig Ethernet is a drag, but if you're fine with a gigabit connection or slower for the next couple of years, this is one of the best routers to make the best transition into Wi-Fi 6E. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this well-reviewed list of Wi-Fi routers, with one being right for you. Still, if you're unsure as which model you should choose, just comment down below and I will personally assist you. And also remember that Amazon has an excellent return policy to help you minimize your risk. And please let us know which Wi-Fi router you would choose. Links to all these items will be posted in the video description box below, and when you're done, check out the next video.